The darkest of blacks would get called out for cultural appropriation if they wore this Youthforia foundation shade. This is literally like if a brand put out like a purely orange shade or like a purely yellow shade and was like, here you go, Asians. The blacks of the internet are very upset with Youthforia for releasing this super dark foundation. And I don't wear makeup, but like I'm obsessed with like online beauty scandals and like drama. So like I had to get a bottle for myself. So today, let's put this on my face and see if their criticism is valid. I've always wanted to do makeup reviews, so I'm so excited. It says to put on 2 pumps, so let's see what that does for us. I even bought like an e.l.f. foundation brush. Like I'm taking this very seriously. Okay, so it's very dark, as you can see. Oh, this shade like literally looks offensive so far. It's literally so dark. Let me get closer here so you can really see how freaking dark this foundation is. Fiona Chan, the founder of Youthforia, she really messed up with this, to be honest. I feel like it literally looks like my hair, and I feel like if I put this like in my fade, it could like make my hair look more full. Let me see. Oh my. Okay, so obviously this is like a foundation, not like black face paint. So like the undertones of my own skin are showing, but it's not because the foundation is like good. It's just because I'm extremely orange and yellow. So because the foundation is like somewhat translucent and like opaque, you can kind of see my colors show, but the foundation itself is not that. I'm literally looking in the mirror right now and this foundation looks jet black. Let's keep going. Imagine I do like the Meredith Duxbury foundation challenge with this foundation. I feel like that would look so crazy. I feel like I literally would get in trouble for like blackface at that point. I don't believe that Youthforia created this to like actually be inclusive. I think they literally created this just to be able to say that they have the darkest shade, but like they did not even match this with like any real humans with like real skin. And I like feel bad for Youthforia, but like Fiona desperately needs to like hire like a better like PR person and like product management person. Like, girl, please. This is Youthforia's darkest foundation fully applied on my face. The darkest of blacks would get called out for cultural appropriation if they wore this Youthforia foundation shade. This is literally like if a brand put out like a purely orange shade or like a purely yellow shade and was like, here you go, Asians. Youthforia actually tried to like one-up Fenty by saying like, oh, our darkest shade is actually darker than Fenty's darkest shade, because they know that like Fenty is known for being inclusive. And so they thought that like if they released a shade darker than Fenty's darkest shade, they could be considered like inclusive as well, and they could like be free of like the cancellation that they received like months ago when their darkest shade was like super light. But I got Fenty's darkest shade, and look at how nice this shade actually is. One sec. Removing half my face. I'm dedicated to this video. I literally went to Ulta and bought like wipes, Mother's Day stuff, and these dark foundation shades for videos. Just wiped Youthforia off my face. This is dark gray. It literally looks like I just wiped off like eyeliner or something. Okay, so this is Fenty's darkest shade. Look, okay. Ooh, it's a little bit too wet, but it's fine. New brush, because I'm dedicated to this review. I literally feel like James Charles or like Jeffree Star. And I like low-key have always wanted to do this, but like I don't wear makeup, so like there was no reason for me to like wear makeup for a video. But today I was like, yes, a new scandal. I can hop on that. As you can see, Fenty's darkest shade, even though it is like their darkest shade, it's not black. Like it's literally a very pretty like dark brown. Don't be fooled again by my personal light skinness and like oranginess that's coming out on this side. That is not because of the foundation. It's literally just because I'm super tan and like yellowy orangey myself. But literally no one's actually like pitch black. We all have blood under our skin. We all have undertones, whether they be neutral, cool, warm. There's no such thing as like a human with like pitch black skin. And so there you have it. This is real black people skin. This is minstrel show blackface, which is not good. Don't do it. This video is just for demonstration. I don't think Lupita from Us could even like match this shade, to be honest. This was literally so fun, and I completely understand why Black people are like upset at Youthforia. Like I said, it's literally if like a brand came out with like a purely orange or like a purely yellow shade of foundation and was like, here you go, Asians. Or if like a brand came out with like a purely white shade, like this color white, and was like, here you go, white people. It's a bit wild for sure, but I genuinely think that like the founder of Youthforia, Fiona, had decent intentions. I just think she like fell short of those intentions, because I really think that she like thought that she was doing something good with putting out something that's darker than like a well-known like inclusive brand's darkest shade. Like I really think that she thought that like that would help her avoid more like controversy, because her last darkest shade was so like light. But unfortunately, I don't think Fiona or like Youthforia knows culture well, and I feel like they really need to hire like a better PR person or like a product management person or like both, because I know that like someone said that like Fiona prefers like costs to be super low, and like she wants like a small team and like not have hella costs here and there, and like I get that, because I also personally hate spending too much money on like overhead stuff for like life or like for business. But like I think at this point, if she wants to come back from this, she definitely needs to do better with like PR and like product management and like social media stuff. But wow, this was so fun. It was so exciting to pretend to be like a makeup guru for like a day. But I'm definitely going to be returning all of these products at Ulta. Sorry, Ulta, but like I will not be using these products on my day-to-day like routine. I did also buy like a lot of like Mother's Day stuff that I will not be returning, so I think I have redeemed myself. But yeah, thanks guys for letting me be Kevin Charles and Kevin Starr for like a day. What do you guys think of the Youthforia foundation? Let me know in the comments. The darkest of blacks would get called out for cultural appropriation.
I don't know if you were aware of this, but it's okay to delete videos. Like, really, I promise you.
The darkest of blacks would get called out for cultural appropriation if they wore this.
Okay, I know his whole thing is like shock value, but imagine exploiting Black trauma just for likes and clicks. That's fucking despicable. Just when I thought this man couldn't sink any lower, he does fucking blackface. And then defends himself saying he's uplifting Black voices. This has to be some kind of fetish. Like, he just probably like wants people to like fucking hate him. Like, he probably gets off on it. Insane behavior. Unhinged.
The darkest of blacks would get called out for cultural appropriation if they wore this.
You just had to put it on. You just had to put it on. Here you are, an Asian man or a person of Asian descent, and you are putting on the darkest foundation shade of a makeup brand to prove what point? It's getting really, really fucking weird. I don't really like the way that your content is going. I used to be like, not a fan of yours, but I watched your content. But lately, you've been getting real anti-Black and doing like some weird, stupid shit. That was stupid. You could have proved your point without putting it on your face. You had to put it on your face? Fucking weirdo. Clown.
I sing the N-word out loud when Black people music come on, not because I don't love.
In the nicest way possible, I am not for segregation at all, but at times I want to gatekeep our culture and our community, because people like him get on this app and say anything to go viral, to try to justify like blatant racism. I don't understand why we just can't be left alone. Like, find something else. Like, maybe talk about your own community. Like, find something else to talk about. I don't know why you have to get on the internet and talk about Black people, the Blacks. Not only has he made this video, he talked in another video about Black people and Taylor Swift, and then another video about the Blacks, talking about Candace Owens. It's just like, why are you so obsessed? Why are you obsessed with us? Leave us alone. Like, can you talk about something in your own community? Like, we're tired. Literally. We're tired of people getting on this app just saying whatever they think of, even though it sounds ridiculous. You need to find something else to do, okay? There's so many other problems in the world. Maybe your own community is going through stuff. Like, focus on that. Why are you focusing on us? We don't want to be focused on by you. Leave us alone, please. Please. Stop trying to justify just stop trying to justify racism. Please.
The audacity. And he goes like blacks of the internet. And can you imagine this? Like, this is like his first review. This is a drama that he has seen before that caused him to jump on it and start saying something, make views out of it. He hasn't seen any other dramas that he could have created a review from because he said this was his first. And he said that if the same black people had to do the blackface, they would be caught or called out for cultural appropriation. So what about you? What do you become, really? What do you become? And the whole time he's trying to do sandwich with this thing and like not understand the level to which black people got mad about this. Like he saw that video of the lady that has been stitched everywhere about this Euphoria Foundation and how we're saying this is jet black, there's no undertone and everything. He puts on his skin and he's saying you can see some undertone and stuff like that. Undertone, like, bro, come on now, let's not do this thing. When people make reviews, this is where he's been going wrong. When people make reviews, they use products that they think would fall in their, in their type of skin or the type of skin color and stuff like that. And then they're going to say, oh, this thing does not suit. But you are that color, okay? You're a palm color, and yet you want to go put a black person's product on your face. Like, it's foundation, okay? Foundation, you can see to say, okay, from this range to this should be for black people. From this range, it should be for someone who's got fair skin. This is unacceptable. And somewhere along the line, I'm thinking, did he get paid to do this? Like, is he getting paid to do this? And I'm wondering why this video is still up. Why? Why is this video still up? He is not saying, it is not showing that he's upset about it. He's just like, oh, girl, you weren't wrong about this. But he's also not agreeing to the fact that this is jet black. He's saying it's a foundation. It's a foundation that can be used on skin. It is a foundation. He says black people are mad, but then he also is saying that this girl, the owner of this brand, did not have bad intentions. Tell me this is not disrespect. If somebody's not going to put in the effort to realize, to say, it's just not one thing that I'm putting out there. They know how they create foundations. And foundations do have undertones. But for her to just say, just because, these people want inclusivity. They want inclusivity. So I'm just going to throw it out there. The darkest. Do what you will with it. When you mix with something that is white, it turns gray. It just doesn't work. In short. It doesn't work. It's the irony for me how he keeps saying it was offensive, but then he feels great to ride on black people trauma. How is he supporting black people when it's interesting to do? Like, this was interesting. Well, he really got the attention he was looking for because he already said it in the beginning that he was hoping on the drama. So he definitely expected some sort of going viral, get his numbers in and stuff like that. And his people have told him to say it's okay to delete a video, but it seems he's not even considering that. He's just seeing it go and keep going. You get my point? This video was under a day. It got 3.3 going on million views. That's just crazy. So this is so upsetting as a black person. You cannot tell me that after he couldn't just talk about it without having to do the blackface, yet he's talking about black people, if they do blackface, it will be cultural appropriation. Can you tell me, do you have any understanding in what you're saying? Like, it's just too great for me. It's just too great. You are too great at this point. Like, this is bad, okay? Can we just stop? Otherwise, let me know what you think in the comment section below. People are making fun of black people and they feel it's interesting to them. Like this man here They say they're upset about it, but then he had to go an extra mile and also just trying to be a pick me to maybe they found the people that made this foundation to say they had good intentions. I don't get it if you are going to have good intentions but not include things that are needed to be in a product for it to be one undertones. Do comment below, subscribe to this channel if you're not subscribed. I'll see you guys in the next video. Do subscribe.